in 1N, Inspire, or One Spire, however you want to call it, we were speaking about, like, what do you do? I can't even think of the right word now, but it's like, what do you do in your business to sort of help you maintain focus in what you do? And what keeps you sort of motivated and stuff? And I tell you what, the one thing that came out was to take a break. Have a break. Now, I know this seems weird. It's like, oh, you know, we're in business. We've got to be cut and thrusting. But it's so important to take a flipping break. And I was saying, I reckon I've had 3 days off this year. That's it. That's all I've had off. Because self-employed, I don't get 25, 26, 30 days. But I said, but that's not a problem for me. That's A-okay. Because faces were like, oh, my God. I said, but I can take off when I want some time. I said, after this meeting, I'm going to go and buy some screws from the hardware store. And that'll take me half an hour. And I can. So what I decided was that sometimes I may not want a day off. You know, when you've got day off and you're like, oh, my God, I've got to take another week at some point. I remember those days, God, I've got to use a week up somehow. And I think, well, I haven't even got anything to do. I haven't planned anything. So what I decide to do is I take time off when I need it. When I feel like having, maybe like I want to lie in today. I don't want to get up at 9, 8, 7. I'm going to get up at 10. I'm going to have an hour lie in because I feel like it. And it's so important to have that opportunity to refresh, to revive yourself. And it's really, really one of the main things about being self-employed is that you can do these things. If I want to nip out and do something, I can and I will. And it's really, really important that we just give ourselves, our brains, our bodies, our minds, just that little time to recover. Jonathan Smythe, he does graphic design, so he could be working and staring at the computer 8, 9, whatever hours a day, but he works 40 minutes staring at the screen and 20 minutes off. And he says those 20 minutes will go and do some washing up or go and clean something. And I'm like, yeah, that's absolutely right. It's so true, isn't it? Just to give your brain, your mind that stop, that focus, that reset. Because sometimes we've had enough, haven't we? We're looking at the screen and we're sat in front of our laptop and we're like, oh my God, I am so done with this, but I've got to get things done. It's really important. That tiny break, stop, pause could, when you come back, give you that new lease of life. So all I want to say is, if you get to the point when you feel, oh my goodness me, stop, take a break and do anything apart from work, like anything. Wash up, load the dishwasher, hang some washing up, whatever. But just take some time to restart and reboot yourself, because none of us work well when we're working hours and hours and hours non-stop. Just have that break. You may not have an hour for lunch, but that 10 minutes to go out in the garden, walk around the garden, whatever, could do you the power of good. So take a break, allow yourself to revive. You never know. It may give you that extra boost in the afternoon that you were dreading. You're thinking, oh God, how am I going to get through the day? Take that break. That's all I'll say. Very, very important. Remember yourself.